Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. This is Courageous Carla, and today we are going to K Drama Land. Yes, you guys, K Drama Land. And the series in this video is The Glory. Well, there's a lot to talk about, and I want to get to it, so let's go. 3, 2, 1. K Drama series The Glory is available on Netflix for streaming. And this show is a very well written, well shot show, and it features bullying, or really bullying in the eyes of a victim that decides to get her revenge. So, just to let you know, viewer, we're going to do a quick recap of the series and then talk about disabled themes, and then we'll be done. Hopefully, I can get through this as quickly as possible. So, the show features a character, Dong-un, that is the bully victim that we see the most. She is from a lower socioeconomic status, and that's one area of her life that is used against her by her bullies. Her bullies include Mastermind, Yeonjin, and more auxiliary characters Hae-jung, Sarah, Jae-jun, and Moo-young. Oh, those are the main perpetrators of the bullying. Well, we see in episode 1 where this person, Dong-un, is bullied verbally and physically with a curling iron. Yes, oh goodness, yes, you guys, she's burned. It's bad. It's really hard to watch, but get through it. Like, she has to get through it and continue with the series. It's so good. But the main parts of the show that we see as the viewer is Dong-un plotting her revenge, which is more methodical and not as physical, unlike her bullying. By the way, viewer, which leads me to ask, do you think she became a bully? Or was she just a person getting her revenge? Put it in the comments below. I'd really like to get y'all's opinions. Anyway, back to the series. So I'm not going to give too many spoiler alerts away, but systematically they're plotting very strategic comments and little evidence and figuring out all of their secrets and weak points. Dong-un systematically plots her revenge on all of those characters, and literally they kind of turn on themselves and end up tearing each other apart. Kind of sad to watch, but again, a very good show. And I do want to go over how Dong-un went about trying to resolve her bullying as an adolescent when she was being a victim, or when she was a victim. So she does report this to the police, and then she reports this to her school, which she's filling out her dropout form. Spoiler alert. So, I mean, that's all the right things that she did. I can't see anything more to do other than keep reporting it. But another aspect to the series is a version of classism or higher socioeconomic status, which is where 3 of her perpetrators, especially Yeonjin, comes from. She comes from a lot of money, so they're able to pay people off and keep things quiet. Another quote-unquote bully in Dong-un's eyes is her mother, that betrays her as well by voiding her dropout form because she's her parent / bully guardian. So, by the insistence of Yeonjin's parent and teacher that again have more money. So yeah, that's where we are. Again, it's hard to say what else to do. There really is no solution to bullying. If there were, I think we wouldn't have it so much. But please, if you're being bullied, report it. Tell someone. You never know who can help you or who can't. But at least, if you put it out there, you can try. And one suggestion I would say, if you're being bullied, is to publicly challenge your bully to a duel. Yes, doesn't make too much sense, does it? But hear me out. Challenge them to a duel publicly, especially in front of friends and onlookers. You may get beat up, who knows, but at least it will show your strength to other people. And that may either inspire someone to fight back so there is less bullying, or at least maybe inspire someone else to get on your side. My advice, take it or leave it. Let me know what y'all think about that. Well, anyway, and another theme in the show that I wanted to bring up was really love. As a disabled person, especially someone with a visible disability, it's hard to think of what people will think when they see you. And one thing I would like to say, a theme on that show, was how she met 2 different men from 2 different walks of life. Dr. Ju, that ends up her boyfriend, and Yeonjin's husband, Do Young, not the main character, Dong-un, Do Young, which is Yeonjin's husband. That she intentionally tries to meet Yeonjin's husband to kind of manipulate him, to get him at least kind of interested so she can pull him away from Yeonjin. Because really her revenge is partially wanting her all alone when she falls. But anyways, in her methodic calculation, Dong-un really sees what Do Young is interested in, meaning Yeonjin's husband. Young, and he's interested in the board game, so she learns to play that. And that really makes her interesting to him, and she's not as predictable as I guess most people are to him. So there's two main scenes where Dong Un removes her, I'll say, coat or cloak and shows her scars to those two people, and only those two, her boyfriend and Yeonjin's husband. Let's just call him that. And the different emotions that are evoked, it's like kind of sympathy, but also it's not disgust or repulsion, or at least not enough to make them run away. After which, seeing those scars, both of them develop more of an empathy for Dong-un. So I just brought that up to say that this life, living this life is physically different, is difficult, and you may get stared at, but also you may meet people that you connect with that can look past that or sees you as a person and not just literally your scars. So when you find them, hold on to them very, 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 very dearly. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. Next topic, a bully victim, Sohee. A bully victim of Yeonjin's prior to Dong-un is a character Sohee. And I bring her up mainly again for this from a disabled standpoint is because Sohee's mother was deaf or hard of hearing. And we see that in the series when we see, spoiler alert, so Sohee, she is killed or slips off of a building, technically kind of pushed by Yeonjin. Yeah, she's a badass. She's murder is badass, but again, such a well written show that you love the hater and you hate the lover. But anyway, so this bully victim, Sohee's mother, which unfortunately I don't know her name. Bully victim Sohee's mother, which she'll, if we can get a picture, it'll be on the screen. But we show her using, I'm gonna say Korean Sign Language. I don't know what it's called, but a version of Korean Sign Language that ironically everyone's able to understand, which I thought was cool and I hope was true. I don't know if they teach it or what, but or I think she was doing a version of finger spelling. But so when she finds out so he died, she is begging I'll say the mortician to not really release her body because she thinks something malicious happened to Sohee. I believe they wanted to rule it a suicide, but she knew something happened. She knew Sohee was a bully victim. He's trying to communicate, and the doctor is just not understanding. He's just like, sign this, sign this, sign this. Which brings me to, at least in America, in the Western world, please make sure you're asking for an interpreter, at least in America, under the ADA. That is your right. I don't know about Korea. Apparently not. Maybe, especially maybe not at that period of time, because this series does happen over the course of about 20 to 18 years. But definitely now in modern society, make sure you're asking for that interpreter. I know you know that, but please, I'm just gonna say it. And if you viewer, if you see someone that's needing help with, trying to communicate and they're using sign language, maybe you can try to step in on their behalf and again insist that an interpreter is present. Well, she ends up, so his mother ends up seeing Dungun and just starts pleading with her to help. Like I said, I believe she's finger spelling. That's how Dungun is able to understand, maybe. I'm not sure, but I think she understands what's going on, and it doesn't take up rocket sciences either. But yeah, so that's one reason. Says she wants to stay alive is to avenge Sophie's murder, especially for her mother. That I believe we all can just feel so sorry for a mother losing her child and in such a terrible way, and again being from a lower class, being just swept under the rug. So I wish there was more positivity than this. So let's just take a moment. Let's just stop, breathe, and it is a dark series, but a really, really good one, very well written, and a few things that are very poignant in the disabled community. So watch that series. Let's have some discussions. What y'all think about it? It was such a good show, wasn't it? Are you gonna watch? We've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I do want to say, subscribe to be featured in a video, to be in a spotlight for new subscribers. Would love to promote our channel. This is a place and space of positivity, encouragement, and promotion of other channels. Let me know what you thought about this video. Get some conversations going. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. See you in the next video. Bye.